The sun dips below the horizon, casting the ruined city in hues of orange and purple. Smoke rises from shattered buildings, and the air is thick with the smell of dust and decay. In the distance, thunder rumbles like the approaching footsteps of some colossal beast. The camera begins to pan across the rubble-strewn streets, slowly revealing two figures locked in a brutal hand-to-hand battle. On one side stands the Hulk, his muscles bulging beneath his ripped green shirt, his eyes glowing in otherworldly green. Opposite him, Thanos stands calm but fierce, his armored body gleaming in the fading light, each muscle defined, each move precise and deadly. The Mad Titan roars, shaking the very foundations of the city, as he launches himself at Thanos, slamming into him with a force that shakes the ground. But Thanos, unfazed, delivers a punch that sends shockwaves of energy rippling through the air. Debris flies, lightning flashes, and the ground cracks beneath their feet. The Hulk, enraged, throws another thunderous punch. But Thanos, with a swift kick, sends him staggering backwards. You think you can break me? Thanos, his face a mask of cold determination. I don't need to. I only need to. As he disappears in a blur of motion, reappears behind me. The Hulk roars in pain and anger, but Thanos is relentless. He grapples with the Hulk, punching and clawing at the exposed flesh beneath the Hulk's chin. But Thanos, quick and agile despite his bulk, lands on his feet and fires back with a blast of energy from his fingertips. The Hulk staggers, shielding his face from the searing pain. Thanos advances, his eyes gleaming with triumph. But the Hulk, summoning a last surge of strength, leaps forward, catching Thanos off guard and lifting him high above his head. The Mad Titan struggles, but it's no use. The Hulk, with a final, earth-shattering roar, slams Thanos into the ground. A wide aerial shot reveals the full extent of the destruction around them. Crumbling buildings, shattered streets, overturned cars, all bathed in the eerie glow of approaching dawn. The camera tracks Thanos as he lies defeated, his armor dented, his breathing heavy. But there's a grim smile on his face. He raises his head, his eyes blazing with fanaticism. Foolish Hulk, he asks, you have merely delayed. As a single tear rolls down his cheek, the camera lingers on the Hulk, his body trembling with exhaustion, his breathing heavy, his face a mixture of triumph and sadness. Then, as if in response to the Hulk's inner turmoil, a bolt of lightning strikes the brutal city, momentarily turning night to day before everything fades to black. A single word, stark white against the blackness, reads, Ophies. Thanos directed. This hyper-realistic animated short brings the epic showdown between the Hulk and Thanos to life in a way that has never been seen before. With its cinematic lighting, dramatic camera angles, and heart-pounding sound design, this fight sequence is a visual and auditory masterpiece. You can almost feel the impact of each blow. Hear the rumble of the Hulk's rage and the clink of Thanos' armor with every move. In the depths of despair, when the Hulk believed he had reached his breaking point, Thanos uttered a chilling phrase that sent shivers down the hero's spine. You are not strong enough to hurt me. This revelation shook the Hulk to his core, forcing him to confront a harsh truth. He realized that his physical strength alone would not be enough. So the Hulk was left with no choice but to tap into the one thing that made him truly formidable. His indomitable will, his unbreakable spirit. As the dust settled and the smoke cleared, the Hulk stood amidst the ruins, his eyes blazing with newfound determination. The realization that Thanos was right had ignited a fire within him. A fire that burned away his doubts, his fears, and his anger. In that moment, the Hulk knew that he had to become more than just a brute force. He had to become a beacon of hope, a symbol of resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. And so, he let out a mighty roar that echoed across the devastated city. A roar that carried with it the promise of a reckoning. The Hulk was ready to face Thanos once again, not with blind rage, but with strategic brilliance and unwavering resolve. The stage was set for an epic showdown, a battle that would determine the fate of the world. The question was, could the Hulk overcome his limitations and emerge victorious? Or would Thanos' cunning and power prove to be too much for even the strongest Avenger? Only time would tell.
You've entered the zone. For more, like, share, and subscribe. Our watch is never ending.